KGW.
Welcome back to episode 2 of Shop Talk. I'm Jonathan Knox and this is Glenn Harris. Alright.
He still left my little cool moment. Let me have one moment to myself.
Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and hop right into it. Glenn, what's the topic for today? Because I'm ready for today.
The first topic is college overrated. Is college overrated? How you feel about it?
I'm gonna let you go first. I already know your answer.
Yeah, college is overrated. And for some reason, everybody disagrees. And before I get started, you talk and take the traditional route, and then I'll come in. But go ahead.
Okay, so I won't say college is fully overrated. I would say I think college has pros and cons, like everything does in this world. For myself, I'm speaking for myself now. Glenn asked me one day, he was in the chair, he was like, so tell me right now, what you learned in school, you using it at your job, your 9 to 5. I was like, yeah, I am. You know, now granted, now I didn't retain all the information that was taught to me. I'm using most of this stuff. One thing I always tell Glenn or tell anybody else is when, to me, college, I am who I am because of my college experiences and my education. So what I mean by that is, I've been places that I've never thought I would go by the age I am, you know. I've met people who I never thought I would meet. And to me, it's separation.
So you needed college to meet people and travel?
No, you don't need college, but I said for myself, college gave me that opportunity to do it. Now, granted, I could have done it on my own. You know, I could have done something future-wise. I don't know. But for me, I went to college. I networked. I was already a social person, so I did what I had to do. And I had the opportunity to go places, you know, for free. Not on my behalf, meeting people, you know, getting knowledge from people who not in the South. One thing I always tell people is we are like kind of closed-minded. We have our opinions based off what people are down here used to, what we used to seeing. You know, it's a whole new world out here. You know, even if you go 40 miles outside Livingston, you know, you go to Meridian, it's a whole new world. It's a whole new state. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole different type of opinion. Different ball game. So
how you explain people who have gone to college and still don't travel? Cause I didn't travel in college with different organizations and stuff.
Yeah, you can do that. I mean, you can do that. That's just an example. So also, what I've learned is that my degree is business administration. So the College of Business and Technology at University of West Alabama. You know, one thing I took away from it more is that my professors and my educators, my instructors, they actually been in the real world. So they taught us more of real world techniques that you'll need. They taught us more about public speaking. They taught us more about making presentations. They taught us more about critical thinking, strategic management. I do critical thinking every day on my 9 to 5 job. So that's just for me. Now somebody else, like, you know, you went to school and you want to be a teacher, correct?
I went to school for straight math. I end up teaching though.
Okay. And so now, you know, now you're an entrepreneur, you own businesses, and you know, you cutting your hair, you doing that. So, and if I was you, I would be like, man, I just wasted my money. I'm in debt for no reason. I'm in debt because, you know, I don't want to do it, but I'm not.
But I feel like you are too, though. You made it in business administration.
Right.
Like, okay, so what do you know how to do? What's your skill set?
Man, Glenn, I ain't trying to brag, but it's so much I can do. That's why I don't know what I want to do.
What's your skill set? What did you learn in college that you wouldn't have learned in the working world with 5 years of knowledge, working experience?
But I say this, I've learned more. You get more, like for instance, I go to strategic management class I took. That's a critical thinking class, you know what I'm saying? There's not no right or wrong answer, really. I mean, it's a wrong way to do it, but it makes you actually think. Now, granted, if I would have went to the workforce beforehand, I still would have learned these skills.
Yep.
But
About making money.
I would have probably messed up to my demise and not had a job because I couldn't do it correctly. But since me going to my school and had taken that class, I can mess up and get a bad grade, but I'm not losing money. So when I graduated from the University of West Alabama, now I'm working my job, I have critical thinking. I can think back to my days where I had to actually think. And you know, and now it's prepared me for it. Now that's just from my opinion, you know. Now, for instance, someone who might go to school to be for English, no offense to any English teachers, I mean anybody who majors in English, and now they working at, you know, Best Buy, Belk, or anything like that. Of course, they're gonna be like, man, I'm in debt. I got a 4-year degree from a major university. I'm not even using it, and I'm doing this. You know, now if I was in that position, I'd be like, man, I just wasting my money because I don't even want to be an English teacher no more. But like I said, it's for different experiences. Now, for the most part, don't get me wrong. Now, I'm not just boosting college because college isn't for everybody. And like my thing, I was telling people like, I want to major in business administration. Why I'm taking all these science classes, you know, stuff like that. Now, college ain't perfect, but like I said, it's different situations for different people. So what's your take on it?
College is the biggest business in America. It's the only business I know where you'll give a 18-year-old man a $80,000 loan to be a PE teacher with no possible way to pay it back. So I'm going to school and I'm $60K in debt. I'm a math teacher. So I come out $60K in debt. I need a master's. So after taxes, I'm bringing home $24,000 with a $60K loan. Not to mention my house note, my car note, my kid, my family. So I've made such a big hole for myself because everybody has told me that I need college to be successful. That's what they put in our mind. But 3 out of every 10 billionaires did not attend college. Right. No bachelor's degree. Right. Facebook, Microsoft, two of the biggest companies, no degree. And I think if you're going to college, it needs to be you're going to for a certain skill. You don't need a general degree, business administration. I think if you're going to college to be a doctor, a lawyer, a nurse, an accountant, it needs to be right on. You need to be in that field. I think my degree is mathematics. Okay, it sounds cool to say, but what can I do? I don't have a skill set. I'm a guy who took a bunch of math classes and they gave me a degree with a bunch of debt. And I think especially in the black community, we drill in our kids' head, school, 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 and we don't preach entrepreneurship. So let me ask you this. You go to school, you get a 4-year degree, you become a teacher. And before I say this, there's nothing wrong with being a teacher, but you have to have that love and passion for it, and teachers are very underpaid. Right. But I don't think a teacher should be $120,000 in debt to make $32,000 a year before taxes. Right. Like, how is that fair? When I can leave high school, go straight to Mercedes, and make $17 an hour, 40 hours a week, plus about 20 hours overtime, I'm bringing home like $1,000 a week. $1,000 a week, and it's 52 weeks in a year, I'm bringing home $52K before taxes. So you can honestly look me in my face and tell that child, go to school to be a science teacher, make 32 before taxes, straight to Mercedes, 52K at 18 years old.
Well, let me.
Like, how is that fair?
So, with that being said, I think that money is important, right? You know, it makes the world go round. It pays your bills, it puts food in your mouth, provides for your family.
Yeah.
Right. So, I mean, like you said, you have to have a passion for it because it's not only a job. When you do something that you love, that's your career.
But you should be paid for it too. They're underpaid.
Teachers are underpaid. Nah, I'm not saying go in debt just to do what you love every day. But I know people who got that same Mercedes job who hate their job, who hate it, and it's taking a toll on them physically, mentally, and emotionally. Now, college isn't for everybody. I would agree for that. I would attest to that.
Well, they're more than just Mercedes job.
Oh yeah, that too. But it all depends on what you really want to do. So can you be a teacher? Or you can be a teacher and not go to school. You know, I think you take some type of emergency certification or something.
Yeah, emergency certification. Yeah.
You want to get paid as much.
You get paid as much, but you have to pass the practice the next year.
Okay,
yeah.
So I tell folks it all depends on which like you said, what you want to do. You want to be a doctor? Yeah, you got to go to school.
But it's too many different avenues. I think we just drilling kids' heads, bachelor's. But you can go to Sheldon and get your welding,
Yeah. You think of a trade. Like I said, it all depends on what you want to do.
A trade is better than a general degree, though. It's better. A welder would get paid more than me with my mathematics degree.
This is true. But
all that's true, and then it takes no student.
You want to be a welder.
It takes no debt.
If you want to be,
I want to be a barber, but it's drilled in my head because I'm in the black community. Not just black community. Well, it is just black community mostly. We drill in our kids' head that we need that bachelor's, and that's not right.
I will agree with you.
If I made the correct move out of high school, I should have went to Sheldon. Maybe went to Sheldon and got cosmetology. No student loan debt and started cutting hair.
But that's kind of, I'm not understanding that. But that's because where you are now. That we can use that argument anywhere. Like for example,
you can't.
Be like,
go ahead.
If I know that me and this girl wasn't gonna work out, I would never date her. You don't know that. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what you're gonna do.
But I knew in my heart of hearts, I didn't like school, and
I hated school.
But I think the only reason I even attended school because of pressure from my parents. That's the only reason.
I understand that. But also, bro, understand this, and I've seen this. I'm in the workforce now, so a degree gives you an edge.
What edge?
It gives you like a boost over competition. Think about it. If nobody had a degree, nobody had no degree, and me and you going for the same job, right? It's like putting out this. But if I had a degree and you didn't, right?
Yeah.
You had no experience, but I have a degree. I have no experience, but I have a degree. They're gonna look at my application. They're gonna kind of like lean towards my way. I'm not saying they're gonna pick me, but they're gonna favor me a little bit more. Now, granted, they won't know, until they get to know us, the interview process and all that. But as well, it gives you a step up because we all trying to get the same job, but we don't have nothing to separate.
Yeah, I think school is overrated, and the system needs to be fixed when it all boils down to it.
True. I agree with that.
Because if I came out of high school with a business plan that told you I want to be a barber, I can start a barber shop, I can employ 5 barbers, make booth rent, and I got this whole plan, and I went to the bank, they would laugh. Right? They would laugh. True. They wouldn't give me their loan. Right. But this same system we are under, I can attend college, get $100,000 in debt, be a physical education teacher, make 36, go back, get a master's, and be 150 in debt to make 46.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
Well, 1 second. Come back, get a coaching job, get a stipend. Yeah. So now I'm at 50. 50,000 minus about 30% taxes. I'm left about 38. So I'm 150K in debt, making 38,000 a year. Now, how is that fair?
Let me ask you a question. So you speaking of people who are in debt. What about those people who are not in debt, who go to school? Well, what are you saying?
You won. But how many people go to school on scholarship or grants?
A lot.
It's not a lot.
It's a lot.
Okay, you talk. I'm gonna look that up. Go ahead.
It's a lot.
Go ahead.
I think that's why when we're growing up, your parents or your teachers and stuff growing up, they're like, okay, do this, study this more, learn this on your own, or look over this tonight. Because you got people who can go to school. I know a girl right now who made a 31 on her ACT. She goes to any school she wants to. Now, granted, every student is not like that, but
70% of college students graduate with loans. Over 44 million Americans hold nearly 1.5 trillion in student debt.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Did you know what you wanted to do before you went to college?
Kind of, sort of, yeah.
So why did you still be a math teacher? Why did you still go to school knowing what you wanted to do?
I think just peer pressure from our community. Not feeling accepted. Not feeling like me being a barber would be looked at properly. I felt like me going to college and being a barber, people were like I wasted my time. And outside influence. The superintendent of this county, the last superintendent name, he just left. I can't call it. We had a meeting. He wanted me to come back and be a part-time teacher because they have a math teacher at the high school, and I was going to do it and lose money to help the kids because I think the teaching profession is great. but they're underpaid and they're undervalued, and it's not right. But he said a comment to me, in that me. He said, I can find a barber anywhere, but I can't find a math teacher. So we speak down on our own people for chasing entrepreneurship. We speak down on it and we look down upon it. It's not encouraged. So everybody's not meant to be stuck in that classroom. And that turned me off so bad that I walked out and I didn't do it.
So you saying that everybody shouldn't go to school?
No, I'm not saying. I'm saying we shouldn't discourage kids for not choosing school and choosing alternative methods.
Okay. And we shouldn't discourage kids who want to go to school too.
We shouldn't discourage them. I'm just saying open all your options up.
Right.
Just because this kid wants to, we don't even teach that you can get a trade.
Yeah.
We don't even teach that.
Right.
It's never going out of style to be a contractor, to be a welder, to be a barber, a stylist. You have all these different options. A factory, maintenance men. You know, it's a lot of money to be made, and we don't chase it. And that's why you're wondering why everywhere you look, you see Mexicans building houses. They coming over here, they have that trade, and they're making a ton of money. They're capitalizing off of it.
Right.
Because what we do, we're taught if you don't go to college, you're a failure. And that's not true.
And I think another thing is that we have a lot of aspirations. You know, we have big dreams for our kids and our students. So I guess depending on how your household and how you were raised too, because you might have people like, well, if you do this, you might feel like you're settling. But at least try to get a degree. At least try to be a doctor, then have a plan B, or try to be a teacher and have a plan B. So you're saying that we should make sure that we encourage people, like, it's okay if you don't go to school. You don't have to go to school to be successful, which I agree with completely.
My whole thing about this is 18 years old, you want to be a barber, chase that dream.
Yeah.
School, the University of West Alabama has been here since 1835, right?
Right.
They're not going anywhere. Your time will. You know what I'm saying? Chase it. Chase it. I think the worst thing you can do is be full of regret. You 38, and I bet that idea would have worked. Dang, waking up every morning at 5 o'clock, going to the school, like, man, this ain't what I want to do.
Right.
And when I taught school, I hated it.
Yeah.
I gave my all because I didn't want to rob the kids, but you know, I hated it. So it was no point in me staying and not chasing my dreams.
And from, like I said,
and it wasn't just about money.
Yeah, back to my personal experience as well. My father always told me, he was like, I pushed education on you all so hard because I didn't get the education. He had the high school education. He has an associate. He's like, I never had that 4-year bachelor's degree. Because the reason why you pushed it on us so hard, because he saw the difference it can make. Now, granted, everybody...
It can make a difference,
you got
right?
A 4-year degree don't mean that you going now, it's stats that show that if you do have a bachelor's degree, you'll make, what, $1 million more in your life?
I think, yeah, that's a number.
I don't know the exact number.
I think I'm more upset with the system than actual school.
Yeah.
I'm more upset with the system and the people that tell you have to go to college to be successful.
Yeah, no, I don't agree with that at all. Now, you don't have to go to college to be successful. But think about it. I think, it's just a battle what you really want, in your life and what you want to do with your life. Everybody's not going to be a Mark Zuckerberg or a Bill Gates,
Why not chase it?
I mean, you can.
What does it stop? Like, even kids that want to rap, we talk down on them. But everybody don't need to rap. But these are the same artists we listen to in our car. So who's to say that kid you telling give up your dream and go to college won't be the next Jay-Z?
Now I will say
that's all I'm saying. Chase it.
If you're gonna be a rapper and somebody give you constructive criticism about it, listen to them too, though. Because the thing is, it's okay if you want to be a rapper. You want to be a rapper. You want to do hair. You want to do makeup. You want to take pictures. You know what I'm saying? But if you're gonna do it and you're gonna be serious about it, you know what I'm saying? Understand, it ain't for everybody.
It's not.
School ain't for everybody.
It's not.
You know what I'm saying? So chase that dream if you want to, but we gotta start being real with our people, like, hey, bro, look, just like your 5th mixtape, I just ain't feeling it, you know what I'm saying? Like, only reason I got it in my car because you're my boy.
But music music is subjective. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's personal taste. So who would have thought Lil Yachty would have made it? You can't give on your dream if your fifth mixtape doesn't work though. That's all I'm saying. But I think if your music isn't working, you need to be a contributing member of society. Yeah. You still should have a job. True. I agree. You still should have a job. I agree with you like that. Yeah, I agree. You still should have a job. You shouldn't be out here not having a job.
I think what I don't want, like in the future, like I said, I just don't want it to be negative on either side. I don't want folks to be like, oh, bro, you went to school, you stupid. Like, why did you do that? You wasting your money. I'm here working my job. I'm making more money than you did because it happens. I know people who don't have, I know people who didn't do the work I put in, and they make way more money than I do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Now, granted, in the long run, I have the potential to make, you know, more money or be more successful in life. This is long. That's maybe, you don't know. Yeah. But like those jobs, like those blue collar jobs, you know what I'm saying? They good. You get the money. I'm not down to nobody, bro. If you making your money, you paying your bills, providing for your family. You buying what you want, man. That's good. That's you. That ain't for me. I'm sorry. That job ain't for me. So what I gotta do, I'm gonna use a degree. So the money I put in, I'm gonna get my worth at that degree. Now, granted, it may not be all, you know, flowers and roses. It may not be perfect, but I'm gonna make the best out of what I can. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it all depends on the person too. Cause I'm not gonna sit here and just wallow in my sorrows that I got this degree, I ain't making this money. Okay, cool, bet. Let's do something else. Let's do something. What can you do? What can you do with your job? What other jobs can you have? What? I'm not saying go back to school and make, you know, get a master's, whatever. You can. There's nothing wrong with that. But like, what else can I do? I'm not gonna sit here and just complain about it. You know, I'm gonna make money. I'm gonna do what I gotta do. And I just don't want it to be negative at all. Like, if anything, people have to understand it's different strokes for different folks. Ain't it the right way? Ain't the same way? Yeah. You know, school ain't for everybody. A 4-year degree ain't meant for Jimmy. It may not be for Taylor. You know what I'm saying? That's fine. If you want to work this blue collar job at this plant, that's perfectly fine. You want to be a welder, that's perfectly fine. You want to do hair, do hair. Do hair till your hands fall off. You know what I'm saying? But I think when we do so much looking down upon each other that we're not even lifting each other up. Like, that's how the community works. That's how it's supposed to work. I may not be good at doing hair, but you may be good at cutting hair, right? Yeah. So I'm gonna do my job and give back to my community. You gonna do your job, and I'm gonna uplift you while you do it. Now, granted, it's two different, you know, extremes we doing, but it's still all the same. We making money, providing for our family. So
one thing with the black community though, we don't believe in supporting each other. Right. While watching the podcast, even in the Jewish community, if on a Saturday they're going to the Jewish car wash, they're getting their car washed. They're getting a haircut. They're going to the barber shop to get the kids a haircut. They keep the money in the community rolling around. They ain't in the mirror in their house cutting their own hair.
Bruh, I just thought about something. You brought it one time. You cut my hair. You made the perfect example. I don't know exactly what numbers you used, but you was using the county we in as an example. You was like, we in one of the poorest counties in the state, right? Yeah. And you used that every kid at the school got on brand new J's. Yep. And what you did was you took the amount of kids in that school and the amount of money they used for them J's, and you was like, this money we using for new shoes, we can put into our community.
Okay. The example I had is we don't care about self. Right. We always looking for bailouts, and I can count on two hands the people I think that really care and want to give back to this county. And I have a pretty wide clientele base now. And one of my clients is Principal May down at the junior high school. And this is one of the people I met that is passionate about changing this county and really helping. And I hate he didn't get the superintendent job. I thought it was meant for it, but he wants to help. And I've met so many people that say they want to help, but they don't put in the work. They don't go the extra mile. You know what I'm saying? And my idea was, and I pitched this idea to a couple board members. And the only thing I'm saying is, when you go to Mountain Brook and you go to Hoover, it ain't about government aid. They looking at self. Like, what can we do to fix it? So I'm saying you got a 4A school and you got, 500 kids? 500 kids gonna have two parents. They're not even be in the same house, but you got two parents. And my math is 1,000 people. And 1,000 people, you got auntie, you got uncle, you got cousins. You have somebody in your family that you can make 2 people out of to give $10 a month for that semester, 5 months in a semester. So I'll do the math. If you do 1,000 times what is that, 50, you have $50,000 in an account. That's just with 2 people giving $10 per child. Right. And you got people like me, you, Coddaro Law, that wouldn't mind giving $10 a month to the school. Right. That $10 a month could give you a chess club, could get you real football coaches to build a football program, to actually bring in money. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because you have so many things that you can bring in that we don't have right now. Right. So, like, we don't look at self. We're not looking in the mirror. How can we fix it? Right. Not how can the government do this or the government do that. No. How can we fix it? We always expecting a handout or some. We go to church and pray and expect Jesus to come down on a gold chariot. No. How can we fix it? Right. That's it. That's all my only thing. And then we even send kids to school and we stress them out so bad, and that creates the mental problem. Right. And that goes to mental health in the black community. It's so overlooked. It is. We don't take responsibility for it, but it's overlooked. And how you feel about that?
Well, one thing
in the black community.
Mental health in the black community is, in my latter years, in my years recently, I've experienced, not myself, but people around me that I'm with almost every day of my life, and that I can attest that it's real. Like, we overlook it so much. A lot of our people need help. But they're either it's their pride, or they don't want people to make fun of them, or
it ain't cool.
Or believe it or not, religion plays a part into it as well. Because like I can attest, and I've been there. Like, if you feeling upset or something wrong with you, something wrong with you. Like, something ain't right. You talk to your people about it. Oh man, you be alright, bro. Oh, but just go to sleep. Or just pray about it. You know what I'm saying? But think about it. God, in that process and in that time frame, think about it. God has given somebody those abilities for you to talk to them, to help you. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like we are kind of like just trying to sweep it under the rug, and we shouldn't, because it's real. Like, a lot of people don't want to be considered crazy or different or something's wrong with them, but it's okay. Like, it's okay to not be okay. Like, we have to tell, especially as black men, like, and that goes for everything, for health as well, because I know I can attest to that. Like, something can be wrong with me, I'll be alright. I'm just gonna drink some water. Why we think water can fix everything?
Yep.
Why we think that? It ain't always like that. We have to let people know, like, it's okay for you to not be okay. And if you need to talk to somebody and seek professional help, that is okay. That is not a problem. Like, we won't look down upon you at all. But you still have those people like, oh, bro, they being crazy. I don't know wrong with him. I ain't gonna fool him no more. But I just think that it's not taking it serious as it needs to be. And then until, Lord forbid, it goes too far. It's just like, so-and-so took their life. Or so-and-so attempted to take their life. Or so-and-so finally snapped. You know what I'm saying? I feel then people want to be like, oh, we need to help them. But you weren't saying that 4 months ago when bro told you that he needed help. And you was like, oh, nah, you out.
You laughed it off.
You know what I'm saying? Bro, what's wrong with you, bro? No, it's real. My cousin tell me all the time, bro, if you ever need, bro, and I ain't trying to be funny, he was like, go see a therapist. Go see somebody.
That's frowned upon.
Yeah. And it is frowned upon, but it shouldn't be. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I hate that it takes funerals and hospital visits for us to actually understand that it's real. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't take our loved ones to take their own lives for us to be like, hey man, it's a real problem right now. Why can't we just be like, when they first tell us, hey man, I think I need to go see, I need to talk to somebody. Something ain't right.
A month ago in Linden, a 9-year-old girl hung herself because she was getting bullied. And it caused so much stress on her that she figured me taking my own life would be better than being here. You know what I'm saying? So she had nobody to talk to. Because in the black community, we think go to church, pray, everything gonna be okay. But we don't look at it. God has given us the ability to think. No, so the ability to think, coupled with people who are actually specialists, He's giving you the fix already. He's already giving it to you. But for some reason, we don't accept that. We think we can go through anything and it be okay. And I think everybody has dealt with some kind of mental health issue. It might not have been as big as that, but we all been going through it. And that's what I was kind of getting into last week about relationships. I think it's good to have somebody at home that you can talk to and vent to and express yourself to get it off your mind. Because even the field I'm in now, in entrepreneurship, every day isn't a good day. But I need to be able to go home and talk to somebody about my situation. I don't need to be at home just beat myself up. And I had a talk with a client last week that he said, man, we were by ourselves in here. He said, Glenn, I think something wrong with me, bro. He said, I'm snapping on my girl. I leave work. You know what I'm saying? I'm spazzing out. And he's dealing with something. But he felt like he could talk to me and no one else because I'm more open. I'll be honest. I've cried. No, I let it out. I can talk to people and I don't hold back anymore. You know what I'm saying? So I took my own advice last week and stop depending on me finding that one person and using people God has surrounded me with to talk. I sat in my apartment and cried damn, how can I fix it? But we think it's not cool to talk for some reason. I can't hold it in. I'd rather get it out than sit in my apartment and go crazy. Or wait on that perfect girlfriend to come so I can vent to her. You know what I'm saying? So it's so underrated, where it's so undervalued about mental health in the black community.
It's important. It's really important. And like I said earlier, I really hate that it takes extreme measures for people to realize it. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad because we have so many people on this earth, and not in the earth, but in our community, who are crying out for help, you know, and we're looking down upon them, or we're laughing at them, or we're saying, man, I ain't gonna fool with cuz, he crazy. You know what I'm saying? Oh, bro, let's avoid him. I don't want to talk to him, bro. He be tripping here. You know what I'm saying? You gotta understand, we have to be able to be that ear for certain people. Or we have to be honest with people and be like, hey, bro, you need help. I need you to see somebody. It is okay if you go see somebody. If you don't want to go by yourself, I'll go with you. You know what I'm saying? Because now, more than ever, we need help. Our people need help. And like I said, go back to earlier, we not helping our people. We not uplifting our people. We steadily talking down. And I want to say we're one of those people. We're those people who, more than ever, you'll see us tear down somebody than uplift somebody. And that goes in case, for instance, we talked about R. Kelly last week, right? We talked so bad about R. Kelly, which is fine, you know. He's bad. He's a horrible person. But not knowing that it was a girl in Greensboro who got over $1 million some dollars in scholarship funds, and everybody don't know that. You know what I'm saying? We didn't even talk about that. I think somebody
we don't spread good news though.
Somebody shared it, and that was it. You know, it's that's supposed to get more attention than the negative. You know, but like I said, it's what's hot right now. It's sad, but
we don't spread good news though. And then even finding back to my thing about, I feel like marriage is a beautiful thing, and the reason I say that, in 2017 toward the end of the year, I've never dealt with death kind of close to home before. I had a grandma that passed 1 month. A granddad that passed the next month, and my first cousin was murdered the next month. All that happened in that fast of a time span. And even the people I was talking to, nobody ever asked, well, they did ask, are you okay? But it wasn't taken seriously. But I didn't realize how tough it was on me to sit in my apartment and just thinking and just breaking down. And to this day, I'm still dealing with it. But I can only imagine if I had that person in my corner that I could put my shoulder and cry on after losing those many, the three of the most influential people in my life at that time. Not influential, close to. And only one was expected. The next two were unexpected. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't have nobody to talk to. And like, and still not to that level. You don't want to go to your parents. You want that person there. Cause even me, I don't want to get a therapist. I don't go to my parents. Right. And I talk to God, but you still want that person there that you know in your life that you can talk to. And that's why I think we all need somebody. It doesn't even have to be a soulmate. You just need somebody that you can talk to and vent to and put your shoulder and cry on. Because you cry doesn't make you a tough black man. What makes you a real black man is provide for your family and being a role model in the community. And some more things. Being a tough black man doesn't mean I can shoot up a grocery store and steal. No, a real black man can express his feelings and in the same instance be a leader to his family. It doesn't make you tough to rob that store. I tell kids all the time, that's the easiest cop out you can ever do. You scared. You going out robbing somebody because you scared you can't be that person that you really meant to be, who God put you here to be. That's all you telling me. You copping out. You copping out. You scared you can't make a living by doing the right thing. And I go back, we ain't taught to be strong. Cause the black household has crumbled so far. And how we build it back up, I don't know. We don't even have real black leaders anymore. And unless we get black leadership back and get to that point, we got a long way.
You know what else I think too? I think that us as black people, we're waiting on that black leader. You know what I'm saying? I think we're waiting on somebody else to come in and help us and save us. But actually, it starts within us. Now, everybody's not meant to be a leader, don't get me wrong. But we can sit here and talk all day about somebody needs to do this, somebody needs to change something. Why can't we? Why can't we make a difference? Ourselves, like you said, go back to ourselves. Why can't you go and speak about what needs to be done in your community? Why can't we all sit together as a people and talk about it? Why we gotta wait for somebody else to come down that we don't know nothing about and come be the black people's savior? You know what I'm saying? We
so in search for a new leader that we put Colin Kaepernick on a pedestal. I hadn't heard one thing Colin Kaepernick said to really advance black people. He took a knee, he out the league, he signed with Nike. Other than that, I can't tell you one thing Colin Kaepernick said, a couple things here and there, police brutality, but I don't even think police brutality is the main thing in the black community. I think our biggest problem is the education system. That's our biggest downfall. Because if people don't believe it or not, you get mad at that same kid for growing up in a toxic environment in the projects, never seen his dad, his mom's always working. He sees violence, violence, and violence. And what do you expect them to do? Everybody don't make it out.
It's a product of his environment.
You know what I'm saying? We don't have that real black leader how we used to have. They taking all our black leaders away. And now they're putting Colin Kaepernick on a pedestal because he doesn't talk and he's not a real black leader. Nike signed him. Nike's not going to sign nobody that really is a controversial figure. Nike will never sign MLK. Nike will never sign Malcolm X. Nobody. We don't have any real black leaders. And yeah, I know who Obama is. We don't have any real black leaders. No one. When you can tell me something that Obama has done to really progress black people with the power he had in 8 years, I'm all open ears. I listen. But we don't have anybody that will stand up and keep it real and fight for black rights. Our education system messed up. We have too many folks that feel defeated on an everyday basis. I know exactly what I'm saying right now. And I'm telling you, we don't have that leadership. It's absent in the black community. We don't have that somebody that's gonna unite us on one front. We don't.
You know, and piggybacking off that, granted we may not have that person as well, but we have to want to be united as well. Like, you know, for instance, I know crime is at an all-time high now, but also, like, you can't forget about black on black crime. I know you spoke about it last episode.
I hate that saying anyway.
Like,
black on black crime.
When we talk about, it ain't the same no more. You know what I'm saying? It ain't the same. And in order for us to actually be unified, we have to want to be unified. We actually have to do the work. You know, I can't help you if I'm trying to kill you as well. I can't help my community if I'm hurting it. You know, I can't. You messing it up for yourself.
I don't get what it's saying. See, that's that media talk again. Black on black crime. You commit crime pretty much with who you're around. Right. So if I'm black, I know the whole black community. Right. So it's more white on white crime in America. It's more white on white killings than black on black killings. And the media never uses white on white crime. Right. But the Las Vegas shooter shot the country concert up in Vegas. That's white on white crime. Right. They never said white on white crime. They didn't call it a terrorist attack. They didn't use any of those terms. Right. The Dylan shot the church up. They didn't say white crime. They didn't shoot him. They didn't kill him. None of that. But when the media talks about us and our people, it's always black on black crime.
Well, understand this too, and not
we're terrorists.
Not going wrong with media, but understand this as well. For us as our people, we're supposed to be not even concerning media because they don't understand how it is in our community. In my eyes, in our community, we're supposed to be closer anyway. So, and it's not, we are the minority because we don't have as many numbers as any other community in the United States of America. So with that being said, if I kill my fellow black man, it's more impactful because it's not as many of us. You know, it's not as many as others they have out there.
But still, why they didn't call it white on white crime? I don't care how many it is. If a white man kill a white man, that's white on white crime. Right. It doesn't matter. I don't care if it's 10 of you or 10 million.
It's more impactful if it's us, though. It's gonna be more impactful if it's us. If it's only 10 people, if it's 10 people,
call a spade a spade.
Look, think about it. If it's 10 people of another ethnicity, right?
Yeah.
And there's only 4 of us, right? They can kill 2 people, and what is it? 8. If I kill 2 of us, it's only 3 left.
It doesn't take away that it's still white on white crime, and black people are portrayed differently than white people are portrayed in the media. They are not portrayed that way. Nobody says white on white crime. Nobody say white people are terrorists. They don't say any of that.
Right.
We get ridiculed in the media and talked about like they're all savages and stuff.
I ain't even talking about the media because they don't understand because they're not in our community. I mean, that's just from bird's eye view. They looking down. They like, oh, this is what it look like from up here, but they're not in our community, so they don't know. They might say it's a problem. You know, they be like black on black crime. You know, this is an issue. But to us, like, to me, it's an issue. I don't care what they say. They can say, well, it's black on black crime, it's white on white crime. Crime is crime. I mean, crime is an issue for us. And you know what I'm saying? Regardless of what ethnicity it is, like I said, it's going to be more impactful for us because we're taking our own kind. It won't really, like, I'm not granted now, black on black crime has been a thing forever. It's not like a new thing. But think about it, back in those days where it was white versus black, just being black, it's what it was, you know, so you had racist versus not racist. You know, we stuck more together because we had to. We had no choice.
And we had black people who made it, who actually kind of came back and looked out. Everybody, all our black people that make it now, they don't look out and they don't look back. Oprah Winfrey, for one. Oprah doing all these schools in Africa, but how you going to skip Chicago? Right. And I don't have nothing against Africa, nothing against the homeland, but I find it ironic that you skip all over Chicago to put up schools in Africa. What's wrong with putting up schools in Chicago if you ain't going to Africa? Right. The reason why is a better story. That's what they want to hear. It's a better story. White people eat it up. even Obama, and then people hit me with it is, well, he's the president to everybody. But all these white presidents before him, they did a damn good job of looking out for white people.
Like
and I don't want to hear the same story about, Bill Clinton, he did so much for black people. Bill Clinton, the same, I don't want to use that word, he the same person that put forth them prison laws that send you to jail for 20 years for a weed charge. When his wife said we are super predators. And this is what we praise for black people. We praise them. So, man, yeah, I hold Obama to a higher standard. Especially in his second term. Like, what it gonna hurt? So now we got Trump in office, and he don't give a damn what nobody says. I'm looking out for my people. And his people ain't white people. People overlook it. His people are rich people. Everything he putting forth right now is making the rich richer. Everything. So you know what? Forget it. I'm on Obama. He's a black man. He could have did a lot to put black Americans more forward than what he did.
What could he have done?
For one thing, he could have did a better job of the education system. Because black people, some of our main problems is kids are not getting a high school and an adequate junior high education.
I agree.
We'll be so much further if we just got a decent middle school education.
Foundation, bro.
That's the foundation.
Weak foundation is bound to crumble. No matter how tall you get that building, their foundation is going to go down.
Bill Clinton took our black men away. And crime is crime, but you don't deserve 20 years for weed.
This is true.
Bill Clinton took our black men away. George Bush came in, killed the economy, sent us to war, and then now here comes Obama. And I like what he stood for. He gave us hope because a black man can win president, we can do anything. But on that same token, he could have did a lot more to push black people forward than what he did. And one of my main things is the education system. Because I firmly believe if you pay teachers more, you'll get a better quality people to teach. Because right now you got teachers making $24K after taxes. I don't have time to go home and think about how can I help you, Johnny, in the 7th grade. I got to figure out this part-time job and paying my bills. I got to figure that out. So I ain't got time to really give back. So that's our main problem, the education. And I ain't contradicting myself because of the college argument. I'm saying middle school and high school. We didn't have, how you going to send a kid to college? We doesn't have a foundation.
It's a foundation. And I was thinking about it the other day when I was driving. You know, I feel like a proper education is a great boost to someone being great in life. You know, learning the basics. You know, and even what they teach us in school, they don't teach kids about taxes.
Not at all.
They don't teach kids about how to, if you do this, it's going to put you in debt. If you don't do that, they don't teach you nothing about that. You know, we need to learn stuff like that. That's what we need to know. We need that in the courses. We need that. We need that type of experience given to, you know, the education given to our middle schools and our elementary school. Like, it's, I don't know, like, it's just hard because I don't understand what they're not seeing, and they're not listening to people in the community as well. You know, and I have political aspirations one day, you know, based off what I see, and I kind of have an idea of what we can do and what we can't do, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, like you said, you use Trump as an example, he's not caring what nobody says. He gonna do it regardless, you know what I'm saying? So why can't we get somebody? One
stopping point is we always use about Obama is, well, Congress and the Senate wouldn't approve. But I mean, Trump is an executive order and everything in the action. Yeah. Sign it, executive order, bam, there you go. Deal with it. That's it. Simple. Done. We use that crutch. He couldn't do this, he couldn't do that. Trump, executive order is in law. Deal with it, take me to court.
You see, and then like when it goes to politics as well, you know, the executive orders are more like that Band-Aid fix. Like, you know, like it's momentarily, but it's not gonna be something.
Yeah, the court system come in. Right. You know, they did Trump the first time, the travel ban. Right. You know what he did again after that? Executive order. He did it again. with a couple different words. I want Obama to have that same fire for us. Coddaro Law, NFL, CFL, SAC leader, Grey Cup winner, something the county proud of. My boy, welcome to the podcast.
Appreciate it, man.
Real shop talk.
Appreciate it, real shop talk,
hey,
man.
To start it off, I'm gonna give every guest your favorite barber gear. You know, boy, hoodie.
Appreciate it, dog.
Put it behind your chair right there, bro. Before we start the conversation off and stuff.
That's what we're repping, dog.
What your gift at for your business, man? Okay. Let me grab my cup. Start the conversation. So, man, bro, how does it feel to be a professional athlete? You doing something that every kid dreams of doing, growing up in the backyard, throwing the football, shooting the basketball, and you made it. 30 NFL teams, like the same CFL teams, and you one of the few to make it.
Like I said, man, it definitely was a blessing to make it, dog. Come from where we came from.
Hell yeah.
Football field down there.
You right, dirt.
Ain't even got down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like I said, it's a blessing, dog, to come where I come from. You know what I'm saying? From York, Whitfield, small town. Because we don't get opportunities, dog. We don't get opportunities. You know, once we miss our niche, it's gone for us.
You right.
In the sports area. You know what I'm saying? Especially from down here, man. There's a lot of kids down here talented, but I don't think our authorities apply what the kid need to actually make it. You get what I'm saying?
Yep. We don't have them same. We don't have the same privileges other schools get.
Yeah.
And we have that talent here. We don't have the right coaches or the right administration. We don't bring people in to mold that talent. So what you think? What helped you to get to the next level of Southern Miss?
Man, to be honest with you, I tell a lot of people that, man. I don't know how I made it. You get what I'm saying? Because I'm an undersized at my position.
Yeah.
I'm not a freak of an athlete like you see a lot of guys did, but I don't know. I mean, I think I just was dedicated. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
I was always dedicated. I didn't never have that mindset. I don't give a. I don't know if you can cuss on here, but
man, you know, good.
Mindset. A lot of these kids now got that mindset. I don't give a. You know what I'm saying? So if a coach get on them hard, they don't give a. They'll quit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They'll quit now. So a lot of kids go out to college being the best player down here at their high school. Once they get out of college, see, everybody's the best player.
So you got high school kids listening now. They came and tried to talk to me, they were listening and stuff. So what can you tell them?
Man, you gotta work hard, dog. You gotta work hard and you gotta be dedicated. You gotta be dedicated, dog, because there's so many kids in this world that plays ball every day. You know what I'm saying? You gotta set yourself apart, man. You gotta get up every day, dedicate yourself to your craft. Just like you cut hair every day, I gotta go do something with some football or basketball. You gotta do something with that every day. Even if it's just like you just work on a different lineup or something. I gotta go work on my footwork or some little minor shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To get it right.
I'm pretty sure that competition is like crazy. You know what I'm saying? NFL, CFL, I bet it's just like one mistake and you like next man up. You know what I'm saying? So how do you deal with that pressure that comes with it?
I done got older now. It's my 8th year in it.
Yeah.
You know, it's my 8th year in it. So I keep the mindset now. Every day I go on the field, I won't be the one that go home. You know what I'm saying? I always take that onto the field every day. They won't send me home. Right. They won't be off because this guy is better shape or work harder than me. It won't be because of that. It might be because of he's more talented wise or whatever the case might be, but it won't because of he outworked me. I'm being lazy, you know what I'm saying? With the talent, you know, talent wise, talent only take you so far.
It's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Talent can only take you so far. You know, they got the old saying, hard work beats talent. You know what I'm saying? If talent doesn't work hard, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta work hard.
So how do you feel about our sports for a minute? And I'm gonna phrase this right. How you feel about the country and the state it's in now, as far as especially NFL, with how they ban Kaepernick and how they kind of treat players, almost like LeBron James said, kind of like slaves. Right. You come in, you work, you talk, we cut you.
Yeah.
So how you feel about that kind of culture in the NFL?
I mean, it's definitely coaching in the NFL. I mean, it's up to our older guys to get the young guys to the knowledge of it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of kids come in and don't know the business of football. You get what I'm saying? They got the old saying, NFL, not for long. You get what I'm saying? So they're gonna work your ass and get what they got want you and shit. They send you on. You know what I'm saying?
Did they give you that talk when you first got to the Chargers? Like pretty older guys, like pretty much like, look, bring your P's and Q's, they'll send you home, no question asked.
A lot of guys, you know, older guys give us a game and stuff. You know, it's a business for us black men, you know, us young black boys to play, but the white man own us.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So I see it this way. You know what I'm saying? For us young boys, we got to get in, get our money, and invest it and try to take care of ourselves. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're going to get rid of us. You know what I'm saying? They're going to get rid of us. There's no way.
So how long you see yourself playing still left?
Man, I gave myself to 30. I turned 30 this year. I gave myself 30, play 30, but I broke my leg. I broke it last year, and then I refractured it this year. So I lost 2 years, 2.5 years of playing. You know, I want to go back this year and redeem myself, and then I'm gonna call it a quits.
You out?
Yeah, I'm out.
You process of, you know, coming back from breaking your leg and then fracturing, like how is it, like what toll does that take on you mentally? I know it's a physical, you know, disappointment, but how do you come back from that?
Man, it was tough. It was tough. You know, when I broke it, you know, I had a mindset. I was like, you know, I'm gonna battle back. You know what I'm saying? And then I came out this past year and played in the third game. I broke it the third game. That was like, oh, what the f-? You know what I'm saying? I had in my mindset like, man, I'm done now. Right. You know what I'm saying? But I rehabbed it. I kept my mind. I was, you know, I ain't no weak guy. I'm older. I know the game, so I kept my mind strong. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that knows me, I'm the same guy.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yep.
Regardless of what, I'm gonna come here. You see where I ride in, the cars I ride in, see the clothes I wear. I'm the same person. You know what I'm saying?
Change.
I know myself. I got to know myself to help me through those situations. You know what I'm saying?
So pretty much when you leave, you still going to be a young man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Rather speaking, the average age was 75, 76 years. You going to be 31 made more than most people make with 40 years of work experience. Yeah. So what do you plan on doing when you do retire and you call it quits?
Man, I'm starting working on this little business right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to get that off the ground. I want to be a basketball coach. Even though I play football, I want to be a basketball coach.
Instead of coaching football, you want to branch off and do basketball.
Yeah, I want to coach basketball because I never liked football.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I never liked football. I only played football because I got challenged in high school.
So you made it pro of not liking a sport.
Yeah.
Pretty much. You don't even like it, but you play it.
I can tell you, like, today, like, shit, I want to sit down and just take my day out and watch a football game. Yeah. But in basketball, I'm going to make sure I schedule it and I'm going to watch the basketball game. But football, like today, I want to just sit down and take my time and cut everything off to watch the game.
You don't need, crazy. But yeah, how crazy, how does that work, though? You don't even like it, but I played. I mean, you're a professional in it. And most guys love it and still can't make it.
I can tell you how you know, when I was in high school, you know, I just hoop. Yeah. But my senior year in football, I went to balling so hard to where, like, my coach was like, you ain't going to play no football. I mean, basketball. Right. You know what I'm saying? He was telling me. Yeah, he was like, you ain't, you know what I'm saying? Basketball, that's over with. Right. You know what I'm saying? He made decisions for me. Like, it's over with because I seen so many guys come before me that went and played basketball. You know what I'm saying? Way talented, way better, went on and played basketball but never made it. You know what I'm saying? They only made it for junior college and shit, that was it. You know what I'm saying? So I seen a lot of guys go before me and he was like, you going to play football? He told you? Yeah, he was like, shit, you going to play football?
That was a good decision at the end.
That was the greatest decision I ever made, you know what I'm saying?
He knew something.
Yeah, rather than trying to live out a basketball dream. You know what I'm saying? I tell a lot of kids now it's easier to make it in football than it is basketball. You know what I'm saying?
It's more people, right?
It's more people, but it's hard to put a basketball in a goal. You get what I'm saying? Rather than running over there and tackling the guy. You know what I'm saying? More the technique and everything, rather than just running crazy over there, just tackling the guy.
So, all sports. how you feel the country's in this state is in now with Trump, with president? How you feel the country direction is headed?
I mean.
How can you speak on it?
It's bad. Yeah, I can speak on it. It's bad. It's bad right now. But I think there's still a lot of love in this country. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of people, like any little thing come out, we automatically put it black against white. You know what I'm saying?
It's racially divided.
Racially divided, automatic, off top. Anything that happens in this country, boom, we racially divided. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And we'll never evolve if you know we don't take that step. You know what I'm saying? I had a person tell me like that no white person, no matter what, could never love you. Could never love me as a black man. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
They were like, because only you play football. I'm like, I didn't even meet these people playing football. Right. You get what I'm saying? I didn't even meet them playing football. But I know, and deep down in my heart, that they love me same way as my mama or my auntie, another black lady, or, you know what I'm saying, uncle, this family. You know what I'm saying? I met this family, and they took me in. The family actually buy me something every Christmas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Since I met them. And they white people. So I don't really, you know what I'm saying? I know it's racism out there. I know that goes down. But sometimes as black people, we got to stop like just saying like all white people is racist. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Not all of them. I mean, enjoy all of them is. You know what I'm saying? But not all of them. You know what I'm saying?
It's a lot of them that care.
Yeah, it's a lot of them that care.
My take on it is I think Trump is good for the country in the fact that he's awakened everybody. Right, yep. We all were sleepwalking. We all thought that, man, I don't gotta vote. Yeah. Man, I don't gotta do this. But now Trump has came into office. Now it's like I need to vote. I need to be aware. Yeah. I need to pay attention. You know what I'm saying? So I think he's actually awakened the country. Right. And now, yeah, maybe stuff he done ain't cool, and he did this and that. But overall, I think as a country, we're gonna unite and come out better from it. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna boil down to.
And honestly, I think now, like, is the black community is more evolved now. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like more than ever now, I think that the black community gonna come together and try to make a difference in this next election. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. My honest opinion, I don't think the black community got out and voted.
A lot of us didn't though. It's black, white. A lot of us didn't vote.
I think a lot of people like I don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? And didn't vote and let a guy that don't give a damn about nobody in the country.
Yeah, I think we kind of sleptwalked through this last election. Yes. We just felt like Hillary will win, but I'm not even a big fan of Hillary. Yeah. But at the same time, I think the best candidate didn't win anyway. With Bernie Sanders didn't come out. Exactly. But I think, like I said, as a country, we're gonna be better off of this. I think a lot of people now are more awake. They're reading, doing more research. So I think, like I said, overall, we'll come out this together.
Yeah. And like I want to say, mention some of y'all's boys talking about the black mental health in the community. You know, the black community. Me suspecting I'm not right, but I think like a lot of young black boys, we come up growing up, all we know is basketball, football, sports. Right. If we don't make it in sports, our mind is totally like we don't want to do anything else in the world. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? If we don't make it in sport, we're not trained. Like I said, we're not trained to go out and teach us to how to get jobs. All they ever taught us to, if you play basketball, this and that, we're gonna pass you on, give you easy grades, and just send you on in life. I was saying like a lot of young boys, we just send them out there and let them play sports, pass them on easy, and then we send them, we graduate them, put them in the real world. You know what I'm saying? Our whole life we've been catered. Even I was catered to my whole life.
Never sports.
Never thought about nothing else. You know what I'm saying?
See, that's why I think it's not fair down here because I get my idea with the money being raised and stuff. You know, what if I got a kid that wants to be an engineer? Yeah. Why we can't have we have one though, but it's not up to a robotics program, chess club. piano lessons after school, real band. You know, like you said, basketball, football. The rest of the kids, you go home. That's it.
That's it.
No, man, why the black community can't have more of what the white kids have? Cause I'm telling you, I feel this way, and it's not proper to say, but I feel like when black people get involved in something, and we get a shot, not even a fair shot, we dominate. We dominated. The medical field, one of the best of all time, Ben Carson. Soccer, football, basketball, most inventions, they came from us. Yeah. And we don't even get a fair shot. Yeah. So where does black people, we actually took that time and into ourselves and use even one of the plans I had and give our money back to us. Yeah. And invest in our kids. Yeah. But most black people feel like, man, I made this money, forget investing in my kid. I'm going to get me a Corvette. I'm kicking it. Send my kid to public school down here. You don't have to get it like I did. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We don't look at it that way. Like you move your family to Tuscaloosa, put your kid in a better school system, so he going to have a better shot than you had and you went pro. Yeah. But he don't have to just choose sports.
Nah, he don't have to.
He can choose. He can be the world's first doctor and do this and that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So I honestly don't do sports in my household. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We'll sit there and watch it, but I'm not gonna force him to go out there and play. Right. You know, I don't force him to go out there and play. I go to this game. I go to practice, and I don't say nothing. I always promise myself I'm gonna be one of those parents. You know, because I play, I don't want to be him overwhelmed. Mm-hmm. That he gotta perform and
gotta do it.
He gotta do it. It's not about that with your child. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope to you though, because a lot of kids whose parents were phenoms or they made it pro, they have that pressure like, oh, I gotta be good. Yeah. I gotta be more decent than everybody else because my pops was, my grandpa was. You know what I'm saying? That's dope.
Yeah, and that's another state of mental health with a lot of kids. You know what I'm saying? They take the pressure off of kids.
A lot of people don't understand just because your father did it.
I mean, you gotta do it. Yeah. That's what I tell them, because I do it. Don't mean you have to play football.
You your own man. Yeah. That my pop said, I'm not gonna name you after me. You look just like me, but you your own man. You know what I'm saying? No offense to anybody named after their pops. Me. Dude, that's just his man. You know what I'm saying? I want you to be your own person, no matter what you do. Be proud of you. You know what I'm saying? So that's dope of you, though.
So go ahead.
Oh, so I got a quick question. So when everything went down with Kaepernick and suspensions by people protesting the national anthem, how was that in the locker room like for you all? Like, how did that affect? Did it affect you all?
I mean, it did. Yeah. It did, because a lot of boys feel, you know, what Cap was standing over, and a couple other guys was actually standing out for. They weren't standing against the Army. You know, hell, half the guys in the NFL, daddies, uncles, brothers, served in the military. You know what I'm saying? They're not disrespecting it. Right. They were just trying to bring awareness to the situation that's going on in America, you know, but
then the media flipped it into a military issue.
And that's usually what they do. They try to take something, we try to do something positive, try to make it negative.
Yeah, they can.
But I still hate how Cap hasn't talked. I think Cap is kind of monetizing this whole issue by signing with Nike and doing the advertising, and he's still not taking a real stance. Because when you take a real stance, money's not involved.
On front line.
When MLK took that stance for black people, he didn't get advertising deals. He didn't get, you know what I'm saying, promo deals. He didn't get money for it. Because when you take a real stand against something, you get ridiculed. Like Muhammad Ali died a hero, but when he lived through that, what he was going through, that was frowned upon. Yeah. So Cap took that hit of not being in the NFL, but it almost feels like he doesn't want to be in the NFL. Because when the Ravens offered him that job, he went against the owner. He didn't take it. When the Dolphins offered him that job, he went against them. You know what I'm saying? It feels like he wanted to quit football and he wants to just kind of kick it and make money. It almost feels that way.
I agree with you. I mean,
he didn't take that real stance that, you know what I'm saying, that it had to be taken. But from us, man, being from Sumter County, one of the poorest counties in America, if you could tell kids like pretty much just one thing, like what would it be?
If I can tell a kid one thing, man, I can tell him, man, just stay committed, man. Stay committed. A lot of kids give up. Run into one obstacle and give up.
Yep.
You know, run into one obstacle and give up. And I think a lot of kids where we from give up because we put them in bad situation. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
We sending a kid to a junior college in the middle of nowhere that the teachers don't really care about him. You know what I'm saying? You didn't have nobody there to kick it with him. You know what I'm saying? The teachers don't care about him in the junior college. Nobody really care about him. Like the athletes, all we want to do is send them to junior college. Junior college. That's our standard. We got to change those standards.
Yep.
Like, you know, like you said, I mean, for me, I had to go to college. You get what I'm saying? I had to go to college. But for a guy that want to go out and do a welding program, should go to welding. You know, you don't have to go to college. You know what I'm saying? But for me, I had to go to college. And for a lot of young guys, they got to go to college. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's the only way their mind change. You know what I'm saying? They'll change, their outlook will look different on life if they go to college and get around other kids that's doing what they're doing. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
Rather than sending a kid to a junior college, which not knocking on junior college, but you're sending a kid to another place where a bunch of guys messed up. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying?
They put him in a bad environment.
Put him in a bad environment. Rather than you send a kid to a Division I, nice, small Division II college, most of those kids on the team ain't really thugs and running the streets. And most of those kids, well,
that's why we don't have. I feel like we haven't had real coaches down here.
Yeah, that's why I think
I can name on one hand the kind of coaches we had that actually made a difference. From Waters to Pickering to the Hall of Fame Patrick, Hughes. I think we had coaches and even current coaches who don't care about the kids.
Yeah,
they use them up and they send them off. We don't have coaches that coach and care about kids, or even well-knowing coaches.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like we have no business with the talent we have in that school to consistently losing football and be embarrassed. And that's been going on since I've been in school.
I've been in school.
You know what I'm saying? I've been in school, and you come out on the basketball program, and we don't have that person that can mold those kids and really care about their well-being.
Yeah.
We use them up. We ship them to these little small schools and forget about them.
Forget about them. You agree?
That ain't right, man.
It ain't right. It ain't right at all. Like it ain't right. It came to my attention. That really came to my attention a couple of days ago. You know, them little boys that played last year, all them boys from my neighborhood. Mm-hmm. And those boys are talented, man. Real talented.
A couple of those guys are better than guys at this Division II school here.
Yeah.
But they don't get seen. The coach doesn't expose them.
Yeah. They don't get seen. And those guys, I'm looking at all these guys, all of them with the junior college. I'm like, man.
The talent they had, though.
The talent they had. It's hard to get out of junior college because you're only playing 2 years.
Yep.
So you go in your first year, you're going to share time with a sophomore. And then when you're your sophomore year, you're going to bring another freshman in, you're going to have to share time with him.
Yep. Exposure is you're supposed to get.
Not much, yeah.
The exposure count. Like, you got a lot of people who are good, but they get more shine because they went to a school that's known for it, or a bigger school, you know, they getting exposure for it.
Even like Demopolis. Right. You know, they don't have much talent we have, but those kids I seen the kids go to Louisville, Vanderbilt. You know what I'm saying? Why our kids can't go there? Right. You know what I'm saying? Right.
But that goes back to also as a community, they put their money back into their sports, to their education and all. Yeah. They put the money back into it. Like I said, man, we don't care about self. Yeah. We don't do that. We rather put our kids on the J's and the Ferragamo belt instead of investing back into that coaching or that education. We don't believe in that. And the Moblies, they believe in giving money back to their school so they can provide the adequate stuff they need. And we don't force that, man, at all.
Sad, dog. It's sad. It's a sad world, man. But like I said, gonna take leaders like you, man. You're a leader.
Yeah.
You're a leader now. You're on the barbershop. All the young kids come here and get their hair cut.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
But then take guys like you to come back.
You're right.
And coach them, and you had that exposure from NFL and professional people now that you can get guys. Come, I got kids down here, man. Yeah. They can play. Come check them out. Yeah. Get that exposure.
Yeah.
So then that we need guys to keep coming back and giving back to our community. They're gonna actually care about kids and not just care about winning and losses. Because at the end of the day, you can win that state championship, but you got 8 kids that graduate and they out here shooting and robbing. What have you really accomplished?
Nothing.
I care nothing about that state championship.
Shit, nobody.
No, I care because I want to brag and stuff, but at the end of the day, if those 8 kids robbing and stealing and going to jail, what have we really done? You know what I'm saying? We hadn't done a thing.
We gotta do better, dog. We gotta do better. We gotta do better as a community, man. Especially for them kids, them young boys, man.
But the only way that start is by having real conversation. And people sitting down and talking and expressing just being real.
I actually wanna do, man, something with the high school boys. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I come, 1 or 2 days out of the week and just sit down and talk to them. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. But you probably hadn't even been invited back.
I haven't even been invited back. Crazy thing about it, like you said that, dog. Crazy thing about it, I'm tripping. I've been playing pro ball 8 years.
Ain't nobody called.
Sump County Journal have never called me. Shit, I go to the Sump Central game. I gotta pay to get in.
See, we don't celebrate our own.
But I don't do that. I never been the guy to, I don't do the internet. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't never gonna complain about it. But I have been playing professionally.
Yeah.
Pro ball, literally. Like I have played in NFL, like actually games, and Sump County Journal have never called me yet.
We don't celebrate our own. We don't do that. We don't call our own back and come on back, man. Talk to the kids. Tell them how you made it. Or the newspaper. Hey, come on back. Tell us, man, this experience and this experience. Cause I want to know. Like, and my next question is, how is it being around Tom Brady and Phillip Rivers? Like, how is that? Like on that field, they're the goats. That's what they do.
They're the goats.
Like, how is it watching them and going against them?
I play with Phil. Phil from Alabama.
Yeah, I know.
He from right up the road. He from he went to Athens High School up there. Yeah, he went to Athens. So, me and Phil, we always joke, Alabama with the whoop, But Phil, like you said, being around those guys, man, those guys are, the greats, one of the greatest. But those guys are still men's. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They still respect me, respect them as men's. But it definitely was a great experience to be out there, be around those guys, and learn and actually play football on the highest level. Because I always tell people, college is the highest level of football that you can play. Only a selected few get to go pro. You know what I'm saying? So if you make it to college, that's one of the highest levels of football that you can play. You know what I'm saying? Because statistics ain't made for everybody to go pro. Yeah.
And I'm glad a lot of high school kids watching this too, because they know now you can be a black man and make it.
Yeah.
Because they don't see that now enough of it. Cause you go to the Hoover and stuff, man, they see they fathers own companies or they pastor own company. They see it. They see success on an everyday basis. And I don't think our black kids see it enough. Not just on the county. From Hope High School, they don't see enough. Where you went to high school at? Hale County. My bad. Hale County High School. They don't see enough black people making it out.
This is very true.
They don't see it, man.
A lot of people, they'll graduate and not granted now, we in the Tuscaloosa area. So I always tell folks, what if we didn't have those plants? You know what I'm saying? What if we didn't have those, like what if Mercedes never came and all that? Like what could be your backup plan? You know what I'm saying? Now granted, we're blessed. My father was there. You know what I'm saying? We're grateful for that. But like a lot of people, they feel like, oh well, if I don't do this, I can do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But do you not want to do more than that? You know what I'm saying? Like coming from a small community, a small town, Livingston small too. But I just wish more people, because we have people who made it. You know what I'm saying? We have people in the league. I just wish people came back and would talk to our kids, mentor our children. You know what I'm saying? Let them know like, hey, you can do more than just this. You know, it's more than life than just doing that. You know what I'm saying? I did it. You can do it too.
Yeah.
And that's really important because, believe it or not, that makes a bigger impact than people than we really think. You know what I'm saying? Seeing somebody like from the same city I'm from, in the same situation or worse than me, made it to the top. He coming to talk to me and tell me I can do it too. Oh, that's motivation right there.
But that's my point is, why wouldn't you reach out to people who made it to come back to football practices, talk to the kids, or come to the auditorium, talk to the kids? They shouldn't have to see a podcast to see a black man who made it.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? When Mark Zuckerberg came from the high school he's at, they ask him all the time, hey, come back and talk to the kid. Come back and show them that how it's done. We don't do that.
Yeah.
We don't reach out. We keep beating the same path we always do and keep doing the same thing and getting the same results. And there's 1 out of every 1,000 kids maybe who make it.
Yeah. Agree.
Like we don't invest in self.
And I think a lot of people think that they're not capable of it. They can't exceed in life. You know, they think, oh well, I'm just gonna be a regular person. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm working my 9 to 5, making minimum wage or $10 an hour. You know, that's not always the case. You know what I'm saying? You can be anything that you want to be. You know, either you want to be a barber, a football player, or you want to own a business. You can do that. You know, I think we just have to. I don't know why we feel as if we can't reach out to our people who've made it and come back. You know, like I never knew that. You just told me that they never reached out to you.
Nah, I never had an article in something kind of journal. Yeah. And crazy, like I actually ball in college. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I'm a sack leader in college.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I wasn't just went to college and just went.
Yeah.
I actually then played then ball, and they still have never called me. And you know, I don't know, but
So let me ask you this too. Come from the county, Southern Miss. We don't really teach people about financial literacy. So how did you figure out how to manage their money and not go through like most guys go through it? Like get them contracts, they go buy a Ferrari, they give money to everybody. How did you figure out, look, do this with my money, stack it up, save it, invest here and there? How do you figure that out? Because we want to talk to the high school.
yeah, no, we definitely want talking. And me coming in as a young boy playing ball, I seen a lot of my teammates do it. But I came from nothing.
Yeah.
I don't have nobody to call and be like, hey, man, I need $100. I have nobody.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So I'm like, I'm never going back to that.
So the feel being broke pretty much.
I'm never going back to being broke. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The feeling like, you know how it is, man. You know, when you growing up, you know, you ain't got much, you know what I'm saying? Like just being broke, like, nah, I don't want that feeling. You know what I'm saying? That's why I choose to downgrade my life. You know, a lot of people want to have a prediction of how my life should be lived, the type of cars I should drive, the house I should live in. I don't care, you know what I'm saying? I got money in my pocket. I don't have to worry about a bill tomorrow.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? But I'm comfortable with my skin. I always been me, so I don't have to live up to no expectations. You
got to put on the show for the
I don't
public.
have to put on the show for nobody.
Yeah. So that goes to my next question. How did you figure out, like, sometimes how to word it, how to really be a real black man? Like, you have a old lady, you got a son on the same household. How did you figure out how to do that when coming up? I had a single parent. I had a 2-parent home, but how did you know? Like, look, this how I need to do. This how I need to be done. How you figured it out instead of going what most pro athletes do and go out, smash 1 million chicks, have 7 different baby mamas. What made you be like, look, I got a son, I got a responsibility.
I mean, man, my girl been together since 9th grade.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people don't know we've been together since 9th grade, literally. You know, but it's all come with being who you are, man. I ain't never a wild guy. You know, I ain't never been no gangster. I never played around with a lot of women like that. You know, I always been me. You know, they're gonna always come back to being me.
Yeah.
But I didn't have a dad in my household. Like, I got a dad. You know, me and my dad, we 100 right now. But
Yeah.
he didn't grow up with me. He didn't teach me what I needed to
How to be a man.
be a man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like now, I got to learn on my own.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But now that I have a son, I can teach him when he get 15, man, what you want to do? You know what I'm saying? I'm wise enough to know, like, man, you know, what kind of business you want to start. You know, it's all about how you growth as a man. Rather than just running around smashing a bunch of chicks, having a bunch of kids, you know, not really taking care of, you know, that's what's wrong with the black community. To me, shit, a lot of guys just run around having a bunch of kids and ain't really taking responsibility to raise them.
Yep.
You know, we letting, you know, there's a single parent, Joe, homeboy down the street, he's selling drugs, so it naturally, your child don't have a father or nothing to protect him. He gonna vent to Joe. You know what I'm saying?
Then he gets
Joe gonna put him on.
Yep.
And so that's how we lose one black kid at a time. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of older black men that like never made it and gonna be in the same place their whole life and don't want to see another young brother leave.
Yep.
So he gonna grab him and try to bring him much as possible to keep him hanging with him all day.
In the same predicament.
The same predicament.
And it's a cycle.
And the cycle just keep continuing.
It's a cycle, man.
It just keep continuing. You know what I'm saying? Rather than like I said, I blame it on me being a pro athlete. It's different for me to speak on. Like I would never tell my son to be like him. You know, it's good to be for kids to look up to another athlete or whatnot, but I could never tell my son to look up to another man that he have no idea what's going on in his life. You know what I'm saying?
See, we start doing that because we don't have black men in the homes anymore.
In the home.
So that kid is looking for some black man or white man to look up to. And most of the time, that comes in the community with drug dealers. They got the money, they got the car, they got the women. So they're like, man, I want to be like that.
I want to be like him.
And what you said, they gonna reach out and like, I'll grab you up. And it's a continuous cycle.
With the
and
black,
that's how it
with
started,
the
man.
black young boys.
That's why I said the black family was stronger in the 60s.
Yeah.
And that shouldn't be when you're 40 years later on down the road. It shouldn't be that way. So how you feel about LeBron James and what he does for the black community overall, starting a school and actually giving back and speaking out?
Yeah, man, I think LeBron, man, like I contradict myself again, but if I want my son to do anybody, it would be like LeBron.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This guy is the greatest number one athlete in the world, right?
Yeah.
He haven't had a speed ticket. Not that we came of. He haven't had no scandals or you never seen him out drunk or, you know, just making ridiculous comments or, you know, he's the greatest ever, you know. You got to give it to him, you know, what he done on the court and off the court. He's the greatest role model. Yeah. To me, you know, we don't.
But that's my point that I asking you about is he came up kind of like you, single parent home, no male guidance, but some kind of way both of y'all guys figured out how to save my money, how to build a household with the mom and child at home. Like, I think you take it for granted because you're doing it, but so many athletes, they don't do it.
Yeah, but like I said too, wisdom don't come with age. You get what I'm saying?
Y'all definitely.
You could be a young man and wise. You get what I'm saying? You could be a 70-year-old fool.
Yep.
So, like you said, you know what I'm saying? How did I come or LeBron make it? You know what I'm saying? I consider, I think LeBron is a wise guy. You know what I'm saying? I think he's been a wise guy since he was a young man. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So that's my perspective on it.
He's so stuck in the conversation here. He's so stuck in the conversation.
It was a good conversation. Like, oh yeah, I am a co-host. Yeah, let me say something. Man, it's crazy, bro. I really commend you, man, for actually being wise and understanding how it really goes. You know, one thing that really stuck out to me is just how you understand that it may not be forever.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that's another thing that really happens. A lot of athletes and celebrities, they feel untouchable. They feel invincible. You know what I'm saying? Not knowing in 1 second it can all be gone.
It can all be
so
gone.
I think that once you keep that in your mind, also understand that you was like, I never want to be broke again. I never want to be hurt, hurting again like that. Like, that's the greatest motivator. You know what I'm saying? I always tell folks trial and error. We may not know why we go through what we go through. But sometimes we're going to be like, you know what, if I had not gone through it, I wouldn't be who I am today. So, I always tell people, like, that's your story. Understand. That's your era. You know what I'm saying? Understand why you went through that. Think about it, so you may never have to go through that ever again. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's dope, man. I always tell folks success stories. I love it, man. It's just dope.
But LeBron, one of the few sports stars, like you said, that has avoided scandal.
Right.
All our sports stars, from Tiger Woods to Barry Bonds to Kobe, they all dealt with scandal. The media had came against them. And they searching for dirt on LeBron. Yeah. But that's why I said how amazing it is that he figured out a way, just like you.
Yeah. But see, too, I think like I said again, in our black community, like as a young man, we come up, they praise us to go out and have sex and get money. As a young man. So you know what I'm saying? If you ain't doing that, you lame.
Yeah, see that's one of the main.
You know what I'm saying? If you ain't doing them type of things, you lame. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully, you know what I'm saying. Like I kind of like the new wave of these kids. I don't really listen to their music like that, but I think the younger kids, they're eventually into a lot of other stuff. You know what I'm saying? I think the kids' minds is expanding into other things. You know what I'm saying? Rather than like the last 2 or 3 years, rather than like the last 8 years. You know what I'm saying? With young men.
The younger generation now, black men too, the kids coming up, they're more free thinking now.
Yeah. Exactly.
They're not as relying on sports.
Not relying on sports. Like I said, kids, they're doing other things than they're relying on sports now. You know what I'm saying?
But I think that's because of us at the same time, because we've started to realize different. And they look up to us. Like I had a kid come in the other day, he said, man, Glenn, seems like you're one of the few guys around here that'll try something new.
Yeah.
So if they see that, they also see like, man, if Glenn can do it, I know I can do it. And it is on a small level. Imagine that kid whose mindset at 15 years old is starting to branch off. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So he thinking different. For 15, he got a 13-year head start on me. Yeah. I'm 29 years old right now.
But they're calling you as a parent. You gonna get a tool to your son to he gonna be at 15. He can start doing what he want to do, rather than another kid that ain't have a father in their household. They gonna take him probably 26, 27 before he realize life. You know what I'm saying? How life works. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I think like the community, the parent, man, we got to do better, dog, with our kids. You know what I'm saying? We just can't keep having kids and just throwing them out there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I think a lot of blame is on the children. Like people like, well, he is that person. That's how he act. But we have to also understand that they're in a household with a parent or two. You know, you still have to take the responsibility too. Yeah. You know, because kids are going to be products of their environment as well. You know what I'm saying? If you let your kid, if you send around your kid doing God know what, anytime, anywhere, you cannot be surprised when your kid end up like that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like monkey see, monkey do. That's how it works.
And two, man, I think a lot of black parents that, you know, that kind of didn't really make it, they kind of down their kids. They do. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, kind of let them do the bad stuff. You know what I'm saying? Anything. You know what I'm saying? Rather than, you know what I'm saying, they knowing right. Like, man, you know what I'm saying? Right. Teach a child right. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But we're thinking different, but it's up to us to come back and show those other parents different also. Because everybody isn't free thinking, or everybody doesn't understand how we are so great together. We lacking that black leadership. Yeah.
But like you're saying again, it's hard to change a grown person.
Yep.
Mindset. You know what I'm saying? So we'll have to it's easier to break a kid than a duck. You know what I'm saying? Starts young.
But at the same time though, MLK had grown black men marching in selling for our right to vote.
Yeah.
Like still a black leader will spark. They'll spark something inside of you, like, man, I follow this guy through a brick wall. He sparked that. Yeah. And we don't have that right now.
You know what I think as well? I think more times we had more black leaders, it took that guy who owned the barbershop.
Yeah.
It took that person who made it out there. You know, like, granted, you may not have that publicity like Martin Luther King get, but you know, it's the little people who actually make a big difference. You know what I'm saying? So many people can have a positive effect in your life. You know what I'm saying? So I think that goes back to the community. You may not be that person, that leader for the community, but you making the difference in what you can do. You know what I'm saying? What you doing, like, for instance, you said the kids coming here talking to you, you may change these kids' life. You know, just by having a normal conversation. You cut their hair, it takes about 30 minutes. One 30-minute conversation,
change life.
And you done made this man think that he was going, well, I ain't gonna make out of nothing. I'm just be in jail. I'm gonna, do this. You done changed his mind to think, well, I can be that politician. You know what I'm saying? You can change his mindset too, and then you can change his haircut. Because when a man get a haircut, he's confident. Yeah.
Right or wrong. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's just natural life. When a man get a haircut, he's confident. You know what I'm saying?
I think that goes back to each and one of us. John becoming working with Tuscaloosa News. He's part of the media, and he has a photography company. You, professional athlete, me, an entrepreneur and barber. All of us got something we can contribute back to the black community. Instead of being how you could make your money, move to the country club, play golf, forget it. I made it. I thought I couldn't here, making no money, get a shop in Hoover on 280. I made it out. You can go make your money, photography, blow up. I made it out.
Gone.
That what a lot of black people do. We dip out and like, man, shoot, look, get it for yourself. I did. But everybody on this stage right now is saying the same thing. We got to get back into our community and start giving back. And if we don't, it's going to be the same cycle. We're going to go further and further down. And we falling further and further behind now.
I agree.
We falling further and further behind. We took 2 steps forward with Obama, and then we're taking 4 steps back with Trump. Until black people realize that, we destined for failure.
Yeah, I agree, dog. And definitely our black men, dog, we distinctive. Believe it or not, dog, you know what I'm saying? They throwing us in jail or they killing us. You know what I'm saying?
The only way we're going to change it is we got to change the way people think. We got to change our role models. Our role models can't be drug dealers and rappers. Our role models need to be black men who working and providing for their families. Because everybody can't be Jay-Z, NBA young boy. Everybody can't be Kobe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The black, we gotta change our role models and our way of thinking. When you ask my dad who his role model was, it was his father. And his father was no pro athlete. His father worked hard, put food on the table, and provided.
And no guy.
Yeah. That's how we need to change role models, man. It's the only way we're gonna really change our way of thinking. I think, man, I'm gonna give you the last word. You got a lot of high school kids listening. You got a lot of college guys, parents. What can you tell them that they can take home from the night show with you being a successful black man?
Man, I can tell you one thing. You gotta have love. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have love. You gotta have commitment, and you gotta have heart. No matter what. If you're the parent, you're the high school, you're the college. You gotta have love. You gotta have commitment. And you gotta have heart, dog. So without those things, you won't make it. You won't make it, no matter what. If you don't love it, you ain't gonna make it. If you ain't got a commitment every day, and get up and grind it out, you ain't gonna make it. And if you don't got love for people, people ain't gonna want you around you.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Point blank period. You gotta have love for people, everybody. You know what I'm saying? We can't be just mad all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like I always hold the door for people. You know what I'm saying? Like I see a woman holding the door. I ain't trying to holler at you or nothing. I just respect you as a woman. I'm gonna hold the door. You know what I'm saying?
The respect, the chivalry.
The respect. So, you know, to all y'all high school kids, man, always have respect. Respect everything. You know what I'm saying? Respect everything around you. And everything gonna be 100.
Man, that's a good way to end. Man, appreciate you, man. The visit, man.
Hey, for sure, man. You know what I'm saying?
Look, click the subscribe button.
In the country.
Click the subscribe button. Follow us on IG. Every link gonna be on the bottom. If you want to follow Coddaro Law, the link will be on the bottom of this. Thank you. Peace.
Before we leave, everybody follow the Facebook page.
man.